Hello everyone, my name's Crafty and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Crafty Creations. Recently I purchased some freestanding oak blocks from Woodform Crafts on Facebook, and I've been asked by quite a few people to show them how I turned that block into this photographic memory block. It's quite simple really, and the few materials that you'll see me working with here now, and I'll take you through a step-by-step guide. Okay, well, let's get started. First thing that I do is use these acrylic paint markers. They just go around the edges of the blocks if you don't want to have that wood on the edging. Some people might like to just leave it, but I like to go around the edges here. As you can see, I've already done it, and just leave a wee edge. And what happens is, whenever you put your tape down the middle, I'll give you a wee example here. It creates this nice look down the middle, the white edging. So if you like the wood edging, that's okay. You don't have to go through this step, but I'm just showing you what I did. So the next step is to apply a very thin layer of Mod Podge to the block. Not too thick, it'll be harder to work with. There we go. And we get our photograph. If you're clever in advance and you know the size of your blocks and you're good with the computer, you can actually print out your photographs to the size of the block, just that wee bit bigger. And this paper that I'm using is a very thin white paper. I must get the grams for you, but it's the thinnest that I could get. And all we're really doing is putting this on and away, smoothing it out, and straight away, because the paper is so thin, it's great to work with. That's it, completely sealed and in place. So now what we'll do is we'll get our craft pen and we'll cut around the edges to remove the excess paper. And then what I do next is I get my wee, find it? There we go. I get a wee nail file and I go around the edges and I just give it that wee edging, smooth feel to it, and it just smooths it out nicely there. See? Some people actually go to the extreme of creating extra edging, roughness to it if they want that old feel to it. But you just don't want it looking like a photograph sitting inside a photo frame, do you? You can sort of work with the edging. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see this? Just that edge in there. And the good thing as well, whenever you're doing things like this here and the customers see it, you can do your personalised photograph, and you can do where obviously it was taken, and you can add dates and things like that there should your customer want it. So that's it there, completely set. We're going on now to the back, and the same thing applies again. Add a smooth amount onto your block. Just keep smoothing it over thinly as you can, because this Mod Podge is excellent. It's great. It doesn't take much. Okay, and photograph number 2, the exact same thing again. You just center it onto your block. You've got room to sort of slide it about, and there we go. Use the palm of your hand and smooth out any bubbles. Not that there is any, because you've been clever enough to put on the Mod Podge thinly, so you won't get any bubbles. And the paper won't crease either. So, and make sure you don't put it upside down. The second photo. So here we go now. Trimming off the edges again. That's it. And what we can do again is use your wee nail file and smooth off the edges. Be careful not to overwork and remove too much of the edging. It depends how smooth or how rough that you would like your edging to look like. As I say, some people like it rough with bits off, and other people just like that smoothness. So that's it. Front and back. And again, you can put on your dates and your text and everything before you print. There we go. So now we're going to do the ribbon. And I think I shall go with this nice dark sparkly one. Even though that tape has got its own adhesiveness on it, and it's a bit sticky, you can feel it's a bit tacky, I still add a wee bit of extra glue to the edge in here, as you're going to see me, because sometimes I find it comes off. So I just do extra here. Plus you're sealing that paint in as well around the edging. Okay, last side here. There we go. So lay it flat, go to the bottom of the block, because that's where your wee join will be whenever the block's standing. And here we go. That's what we're going to do now, all the way around the middle. And you can see your wee white edges from the pen earlier. My tape's just snapped. Sorry, my tape just snapped there, and I had to go and rescue the... There we are, nearly finished. Okay, so you can see there the lovely white edge in there and the black sparkle. So that's the front and the back done, and the tape on. And now what we have to do is get a roller out and give the photograph, the two photographs, sorry, front and back, it's sealant. So now we're just going to seal the picture. And what I do is get a roller and I just kind of dab into the bottle of Mod Podge. You can put it in a bowl, probably easier. But that's all I do. Very, very lightly. Very lightly. Don't overwork it. And use the roller. First coat, don't overwork it. And the reason for that being is your colours will run. So there you go. You can see it there, but that will dry out perfect. And then the other side, same thing again. Wee dabs, and then work on the roller. Smooth it out. Don't overwork it or your colours will run. And allow that to dry. We'll come back to that in a wee minute or two. It doesn't take long to dry. There you go. That's it dried. You can see the shine of it. This Mod Podge here is the, let me see, water-based sealer glue and finish. I think it's the glossy finish, because there's always a lovely sheen to this Mod Podge and the way it's finished. So I'm just waiting for it to be fully dried, and then I'm going to give it just an extra coat, but you can see already that there's a lovely shine off it and it's sealed. So, and then what you can do also, you can add more embellishments up here or anything else, or wee bits and pieces, but that's basically how you do the decoupage personalised blocks. Hope I have been of some help to you all. Good luck in your own creations. Thanks for watching. Bye.